where an old man comes to practice standing still, tutting that the street he fought to keep is gone, and 60 years on he doesn't belong to this world of bass, blasting out of passing cars and earshot at the speed of an age when pubs close down overnight, are mounds of rubble in a week, where flowers moulder in memory of Tash, 15, her 20-something boyfriend too drunk to swerve and miss the tree. Girls own their grown woman outfits, smile at boys who smell of weed and too much CK1. Pell, who can get served, stands in line while outside his friends play the transatlantic dozens. The correct answer is always your mum. Where alleys wake to condom wrappers, kebab meat, a ballet pump. Last week, a van pulled up and it was blood. Today, joggers dodge a dead pigeon, offer wordless greeting to the night bus's army of sanguine-eyed ravers, nursing bad skin and tinnitus. Goaded by the light, past the same house on repeat, they think of taking off their shoes. Inviolable sleep. So my voice isn't normally this reminiscent of Barry White. I've got a sore throat. Well, you know, if you got it, then fine. Very nice and low. Yeah. I'm going to read this poem. It's called Redshift, and it was influenced by an artwork that I saw by an Argentinian artist, which was composed of an installation that he made of a room in which there was furniture, but every piece of furniture was a different shade of red. And I kind of took that, ran with it, and this is what I came up with. It's called Redshift. Take this lamp in pillar box, for instance. First seen brazen in a furniture shop's attempt at a window display. A chink in the glitz of crystal-encrusted bureaus, Art Deco light fixtures, faux Parisian ambience. The flat needed things, I was told, lacked character. So you see, I had to have it. The fire engine telephone came free. The two of them alone looked off somehow. I saved. Bought a persimmon throw for the sofa which, alas, was neutral. The throw too needed balancing, and who buys just one cushion? It followed like this till my 30th. Luca from the second floor gifted me a terracotta fruit bowl wrapped in puce tissue paper. It escalated then. Friends brought crimson trinkets back from far-flung trips. Even mother took to sending me sangria-stained postcards from her yearly sojourns to the Costa Brava. She'd return with tales of broad-backed bilaurels to my front room and its new acquisitions. Toasting my 35th year, I held up a glass of Diablo and La Sangre, and looking through, saw whitewashed walls, the work left to do. And I'm told there is actually people who suffer from a condition where they have to have things in their life that are the same colour but different shades of the same colour, otherwise it might be OCD or something. So if you're one of those, then that's for you. I think I'll read a couple more. No, I'll read a longer one and then two short ones to finish. This one is called Some Bright Elegance, and it starts with a quote from Amiri Baraka from a poem of his called The Dance, because dancing and movement that is free, that really inspires me. So the quote from Amiri Baraka is, and all his words ran out of it, that there was some bright elegance the sad meat of the body made. For the screw-faced in good shoes that paper the walls of dance halls, I have little patience. I say dance, not to be seen, but free. Your feet are made for better things. Feel the bitterness in you lift as it did for a 6-year-old Bojangles, tapping a living out of beer garden patios to the delight of a crowd that wasn't lynching today, but laughing at the quickness of the kid. Throw yourself into the thick, Emerging pure, reduced to flesh and bone, nerve and sinew. Your folded arms understand music. Channel a packed Savoy ballroom and slide across the dusty floor as your zoot-suited 20s self. The feather in your hat from an ostrich. The swagger in your step from the ochre dust of a West African village. Dance for the times you've been stalked by store detectives. For a lady on a bus. For the look of disgust on the face of a boy too young to understand why he hates, only that he must. Dance for Sammy, dead and penniless, and for the thousands, still scraping a buck as street corner hoofers, who, though they dance for their food, move as if it is just them and the drums talking. Yes, and so I'll finish with two short poems. This one is called Gnosis. Gnosis is like a really high level of spiritual knowledge, and it's based around a notion that a sect of Christianity used to have about gaining as much knowledge as you can to become the elect of God. So they thought that the smart people were the ones that God loved. It's a bit harsh. And so it's got a quote from a Gnostic text to begin with, which is relating to this saint-like knowledge. It says, "It is possible for you to reach it, but you will grieve a great deal." Imagine the husk of a man who knows his son will die before the week is out. You ask him why he sings, no doubt baffled by the faith it takes to open the most clenched fist of a heart, make a bloom of gently insistent beauty. This is when your own new-sprung bloom would shut itself again, afraid that get-well cards are only empty measures of sentiment, the weight of a word. You are sorry with no answer to this obscene riddle of a stubble-headed boy whose scream fishes this night ward, watched by a just Lord who will not intervene, for all this man drops his head to find the tune that even now isn't lost. Getting very raspy now. Okay, and so I'll finish with this poem, for which you kind of have to imagine that I'm a struggling actor who's dissatisfied with their agent. It's called Calling a Spade a Spade. My agent says I have to use my street voice. Though my talent is for rakes and fops, I'll drop the necessary octaves, stifle a laugh at the playwright's misplaced get-me-bloods and safes. If I get it, they'll ask how long it takes me to grow cornrows without the small screen's knowing wink. 3 years RADA, 2 years rep, and I'm sick of playing lean, dark men who might have guns. I have a book of poems in my rucksack. Blank pad, 2 pens, tattered A to Z. Headphones that know Prokofiev as well as Prince Paul. Thank you.